family. How is everyone doing this wonderful Tuesday morning? It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Our weather is a little better today. We've been dealing with some 90-degree, 100-degree weather with the humidity off the chart. It has been something, and you know what I'm hearing is that those that were dealing with asthma conditions, and such as myself, the vitamin D and the Super 10 and the cell energy is doing just some wonderful, wonderful things in that area. So if you've been dealing with shortness of breath because of the humidity and the hot air and asthma maybe trying to strip, I would suggest you take some extra vitamin D, some of that Super 10 to break up the inflammation, and of course that cell by energy to build up your immune system. It is a perfect recipe for this type of weather. My goodness. Well, how is everyone doing? It is another new day, new beginnings begin. Gather around. We're going to hear some great things on the call today. I hope that you did not come alone. I do hope that you sent out the invitation and invited a friend or someone to join you. It's always good news on the call. You know it is. We have a wonderful time. So you have to invite your friends and your guests to listen in with you. Well, you've downloaded to the Team Effort Lifestyle Call. This is your host, Pastor Denise McDowell, with my business partner, two-star Pastor Del Wafer. The line is open, family. Introduce yourself. Where are you calling in from?
Good morning, my beautiful lady. I just love to hear your voice.
Oh, Mom Iffy. I'd love to hear you too, Mom Iffy. How are you doing, young lady?
I'm just trying to be like you, smiling and shouting in the morning. I'm feeling good.
You know, Mom Iffy,
with the vitamins.
All young.
Yes, I'm 21 today.
Yes, you are. And you're keeping us all young, Mom. If you can get up and be the first one on this call every morning, we have no excuse. So you're keeping us all on our P's and Q's.
Thank you. Thank you. Love you. Thank you.
Love you, Mom. Well, keep it coming. Who else is with us this morning?
DC in the house. DC in the house.
That's right, Robert. Charge them up, man. Charge them up.
Rev up your engines. Get ready. 2 cars, Vicki Soto coming into the house. Get ready.
That's right. You got that right. Thank you, Robert, for charging us up. Keep it coming, family. Who else is with us this morning? Keep it coming, family. This is the Team Effort Lifestyle Call. I know you're there. You guys down and early. You're muted out. You're listening in. Go ahead. Let's see who's with us today. Give us your name.
All right. Good morning.
This is Tanya.
Paul Jackson, Fairmont Heights, Maryland. Good morning.
Hi there, Mr. Jackson.
How are you?
I am doing perfect, Mr. Jackson. How are you, sir?
Beautiful day, beautiful day. Anticipating our speaker. 1 car. 1 star, 2 cars, Vicki Soto. Coming through.
That's coming through. Hold on, guys. Get your pen and paper ready. I'm sure some good information is going to be shared today. Thank you, Mr. Jackson, for being here. Who else is with us? Get ready to mute out.
This is Tanya in Atlanta.
Cool down, though, after the day. Hey, Tanya, welcome to the call. Tanya, how are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Yeah. Good to hear you this morning.
The conference is now in presentation mode. Your line is muted.
Thank you for dialing in, Paul Jackson, Robert Smith, Mom Iffy. Thank you all for taking the time to give us your name. I know there's a lot more there listening. Many of you are calling in from work and just can't really say your name loud enough, I guess, for me to hear it. And but we do want to thank each and every one of you for being here this morning. Each and every morning you down to the Team Effort Lifestyle Call. You're going to hear some great things about the awesome vitamin sprays that is just taken, just really being noticed throughout the globe. The vitamin D still being our #1 product. That vitamin D is amazing. It's helped me through this type of weather that we're dealing with, this 90-degree weather, with all this humidity. It causes a little shortness of breath, and you get kind of winded, especially if you're dealing with asthma. But that vitamin D and the Super 10 and the Cell Energy is like a perfect recipe for this type of weather. So if you're dealing with asthma conditions or breathing conditions, double up on your vitamin D. Don't forget the Super 10 because it does help to break up the inflammation, and that Cell Energy just builds up your immune system. The B Boost, of course, is another great vitamin spray that we have, and we have the Slim by 10 that works hand in hand with the Trim by 10 for healthy weight management, the Super 10 that is super amazing. Vicki Soto calls it the happy juice, and Paul Jackson said that's his favorite one. That's Super 10. I don't know. I think the Super 10 does just about everything. You can just take the Super 10 at any time. You can have an ache or pain, something will be going on, and the minute you spray the Super 10, I'm telling you, give it a couple of seconds. What I've heard in the testimonies I've heard, it seems to just take care of it right away. And of course, the Cell Energy, the one and only spray, the one and only spray in the entire world that has glutathione in it. And we have it. Team Effort has the one and only of its kind. Yes, family. Glutathione is very important. As you know, it's the master molecule of the body, the master protector, and we have it in a spray. So do we have some awesome product? Yes, we do. And as you down to the Team Effort Lifestyle Call, you're going to hear about these products. You're going to hear testimonies. You're going to hear about team building. You're going to hear a lot of wonderful things that's going to help you be well-rounded as you build your business. And I'm going to step aside right now and bring on another great leader we have in the family, and that's none other than my business partner, Pastor Del Wafer. Pastor Del, are you there this morning?
I love the Super 10, too.
I know that's right.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that Super 10 is just something you got to have with you at all times.
Yep.
You can spray that as much as you want. Just spray. Well, whether you're having pain or not. And the great thing about it is because it's an anti-inflammatory, we always have inflammation in our bodies. So what you want to do is make sure you're spraying it all the time so you can reduce the inflammation in your body. Not all inflammation can be seen, but your body definitely recognizes it. So it's always good to just spray that Super 10, man. Just spray it, because it always works. Indicating areas of inflammation. So I'm a fan, too. How are you today?
I'm doing great. We have to realize that it was the vitamin spray that really got Team Effort Network up and going. We just kept getting testimony after testimony after testimony. So our product, do our product work? Yes, indeed, they work, and they're being shared throughout the globe. But we got some great guests on the conference today. Pastor Dale, you were in Cincinnati this weekend. So I know Vicki Soto, executive founding member, 1-star, 2-car. Vicki's on with us today. So I'm going to have you guys just come on out there and give us a taste of what happened in Cincinnati this weekend, because everyone's waiting to hear.
Woo! Well, I tell you, you guys strap on, hold on your seatbelts, put on your seatbelts and hang on, because 2-star, 1-star, Vicki Soto is with us. Hey, Vicki.
Hi, good morning. Can you guys hear me?
We can. Good morning, Vicki. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. You're right. We had such an awesome, totally incredible event Saturday. So, and we are exhausted. That's how much energy we spent. We're exhausted to this day. We can't even calm down still. So it was a really awesome event, and I want to thank Pastor Del for coming out, flying out to Ohio, the Ohio Valley, and, of course, as usual, laying down such wisdom to our team. We feel so blessed and fortunate, but I got to tell you that event was really powerful, not only because of, his training and Denise's training and Dwight's training, but because of all the enthusiasm of the leaders that came out. I'm really, really proud of the Ohio team in that area because they're very enthusiastic and they're leaders that are very ambitious and not only that, they love to give. They're a giving group. So all I can say is Dwight did a training on 168. I don't know if you've ever heard that. I don't even know how to repeat it. Y'all are going to have to get Dwight to do that training on a call. that was powerful. And it talked about, people who say they don't have enough time. And then Denise and Dale did a script. Well, they did several scripts about objections and how to handle objections. And that, I hope somebody was recording it. I kept saying over and over, somebody recording this? It was powerful. And, various other training items came out, of course. Pastor Dale talked about compensation and placement and stuff like that. But all in all, the thing that I loved most about that event, like I said, was the feeling of community in that group. It's just amazing. And I could just feel the love. I mean, people say that, but I really could feel the love in the room and the enthusiasm. So, I left, and I'm going to tell you, I had to drive a couple hours to get there, a couple hours to get back, but I was still really excited when I got home. I was like, man, this team. Whew. And Denise, what a dynamo. She is so awesome. But you guys already know that. Pastor Dale, do you want to say something? I never give him a chance to speak.
Well, Vicki, you're so right about that, the training and how people left as a result of it. But, I must say that, this is probably one of the best trainings that I've ever been in because of the synergy of yourself and Denise and myself and, Dwight and his 168. I mean, man, when he breaks that 168 down, you be like, where did all my time go? It's like that. So it's probably one of the best trainings I've ever been in, just because of the synergy and the teaching on how to, not just telling people what to do, but actually showing them how to do it. But we had a number of new reps, 6 months and younger, there. Vicki, talk to us about the one you brought up. William.
Oh, yes. I would love to. William Reed, my newest partner, he's only been in for a couple of weeks. And bless his heart, he said, okay, I'm going to go. And he says, but I'm riding with you. And, it's funny. I always joke, everybody wants to ride in the car. Okay? I'm not even sure they want to be with me. They just want to ride in the car. But I brought him with me to Cincinnati. And, he told me when he first got there, that he was excited. And then, midway, I could tell he was excited, And then as we were leaving and going back, he was telling me, he says, man, that was a lot of information. He says, I tell you, he says, my head is spinning. I've got so much information. And he says, it was all so good, So he was really excited. Now, for somebody who's only been in for a couple of weeks, probably, he probably needed a little beginner's training first. But we're working on that. And I think that, for him, that event will be a very powerful thing in his career with our company, because he got a chance to see all of the leadership and enthusiasm and get really excellent training, on one day. So he was really excited. And
he was really motivated and excited. And, when I heard his story, you told his story over lunch, when we had lunch, and you were saying to us that you introduced the product to him, a year ago or something?
No, it was longer than that. We were joking about it because, most people don't know this, but I dabble in the school arena. I do substitute teaching from time to time and stuff like that. And over 2 years ago, it was the last time that I substituted, and I met William in the teacher's lounge. I was notorious in the teacher's lounge, but that's another story. And I told him, when he saw me, actually, this was funny. He saw this guy grabbing the spray from me to spray it. I mean, I didn't know who the guy was. We had just met that moment. He grabbed my bee boost and he says, wow, this is great. And he sprays it. And I just looked at him like, I don't know who you are. And how come you just took my spray and just sprayed it in your mouth? But I didn't say anything. I just took the spray back and I smiled at William because he was sitting like 10 feet away. And after the guy left, I walked over to William and we just sort of chuckled about it. And I said, I said, these sprays are powerful. You see what I mean? And he could really see at that point that this guy was already determined to find out about the sprays, and he didn't even know me. So he started talking to me about it. And I said, we have a business. And, he started telling me about his experience in network marketing, a previous company that he had been in. And he says, I'm not ready to do anything just yet. He says, but I am interested in the sprays. Would you keep in touch with me? And he gave me his information. And I have been kind of talking with him back and forth for 2 years on email. We hadn't seen each other since then, but, we would just talk back and forth. I would tell him what was going on. And then one day he said to me, he said, Vicki, the school's letting out in a couple of weeks. Maybe we should get together, or I can come to your party. And I said, William, I am so glad you said that, because I was just getting ready to ask him. He doesn't know that, but I was getting ready to invite him anyway, because I kind of figured he was waiting for school to get out. And the next thing I know, he was in the party, and he signed up that night. And then he's been bringing in people at every party. So he's pretty good, and I really love working with him. I really do. So.
Well, William he's just a mild-mannered guy. But when you told me that story, I always thought about people who get discouraged when they ask somebody to join the business or be in the business, and they ask them, and they say no, and then they forget about them. And I say, you never forget about people, because you never know when the season or the time for them is right. That may not have been the right time for William when you had talked to him 2 years ago, but when you came back to him and just staying, and you just kept, dripping on him throughout the years. And then the time came where he was like, I'm going to do this, and got in the business. And 2 weeks before the big event, he said, well, I'm going with you in the car. I'm going to see what this event is about. And we actually have him on video talking about what he got out of the training. And it's really, really good. He talked about, he talks about the back office. He talks about, the points and things of that nature that it just stuck with him on how to build his business. So, it's always good to just, don't give up on anybody. Just remember that not always is the time right for everyone. And, but when it becomes right, people have a chance to listen to it again. And you had that same story with, Denise Moore as well, right?
Oh, my goodness. Pastor Dell, I had figured out that, they always say the fortune is in the follow-up. In my life, that has been the case. I had learned that follow-up with people is so important because, like you said, everybody has seasons in their lives. And it seems as though, I may miss people at the point of, openness, a point where they realize maybe they need the sprays, because I always say that people do not really pay attention to their health until they get sick or they get injured. But here's the thing, most people at some point in their life are going to need at least one of our sprays. I mean, everybody should be taking the B&D anyway, but a lot of them are going to have an incident where they need something for pain, or they're going to need the cell energy for recovery, or they're going to need, the other two for their immune system. Now, hopefully, we can catch people before they get to a critical problem. But here's the thing, and I tell this to the team all the time: you never know when somebody's going to need you. We like to think that we're on time when we speak to them, but in reality, their life happens. And as Mel and Amy said, they talked to us at the big event and told us that, if somebody had approached them earlier, they wouldn't have been open to going into network marketing because they were planning their wedding. That's the same with everybody else in the world. Some leaders, some people who may turn out to be stars or aces in your business, they may just not be at the right time in their life to do the business. So you have to keep in touch with them and let them know that you're still going to be available and you still have the same enthusiasm when they join, if not more. I say if not more, because I was really excited, when Denise told me, she was open to using the spray now. I was just so excited because I knew it would help her, and I knew that it was going to change her life. So I'm so glad she finally said, Vicki, please send me a spray. So.
Well, I'll tell you what's next, because I tell you, you had people from Columbus, you had people from Dayton, Cincinnati, from Louisville. So you had a great number of people that's just kind of stretched all over there. So, what's next? What can we expect after this Cincinnati event?
Well, I'll tell you, Kentucky is mad at me, okay? Can you imagine why? They're like, okay, when do we get our event? When do we get our event? So we're working on that right now. We're trying to plan an event here. We're about an hour from Cincinnati. We're 6 hours from Atlanta. I don't know if Kevin is going to come up when we do our business event or not, but I hope so, because I would love for all of them to meet Kevin. And I'm hoping that we can get this done either right before you guys have your event or right after you guys have your event. So we're trying to figure out when the best time will be. And like I told you, I've been checking your calendar. Louisville is a funny place because it's located in a good area. I mean, it's almost like the middle of the Midwest down here, or it's almost before you get to the South, really. But the cool thing about Louisville is a lot of people have family here. A lot of people drive through here. It's amazing how many people tell me, oh, I have a cousin there. I have a friend there. Oh, I went there, So we know we have a big job ahead of us in the city. And, of course, it's my intention for everybody to know. And on Monday, as a matter of fact, we did a small health fair at a fitness gym. And I'm going to tell you guys, if you ever get a chance to do a fitness fair or at a gym or something like that, definitely be prepared, because I got to tell you guys, I was not expecting the turnout that we received and how many people showed up at our table. It was amazing. I was really taken aback. But I realized too that one of the important things about our information is people are really looking for a natural way. I mean, the environment right now, people are really looking for natural products and natural ways to help their nutritional needs, because we all have been bombarded with information about how things are toxic and how many things are causing cancer and this and that. But when people are this open to hearing about natural relief, you definitely have to be there. That's traffic that you didn't even pursue, okay? That's what I love about the fairs and the fitness fairs, is because, and health fairs and expos and markets, is because people are coming to you. We always worry about, having parties and inviting people to parties. But when you're out there with your table and your product and your information, those people are coming to you. That's a much better and easier way to expose the business. And I'm going to try and pursue more health fairs and stuff, because now I realize after Monday there are so many people out there that need our information and are really begging for it. I mean, you would not believe how many leads and contacts I got from one day. It's amazing. So, and you know me, I be dripping on them.
Yeah, I know. Well, I tell you, we're looking forward to the next stop, because those folks are so keyed up and fired up, and they're looking for something else. Matter of fact, they said that they would come to Louisville. I said, well, Vicki's talking about having an event in Louisville. They said, well, we'll go to Louisville. And then I said, don't forget, we're going to be September 26th. The East Coast region will be in Washington, D.C. And everybody said, we're coming. We're going to get a bus. You matter of fact, you started talking about getting a bus. We're going to get a bus, and we're looking into bringing as many as we can. Then I told you guys there were some rooms left, and I don't remember who it was, but they said, Denise Moore, she said, tell Maureen Smith, we'll take all the rooms. So I'm like, this team is hot, and they are going where the action is, and they are not going to be denied. Man, you guys are awesome.
Well, I'll tell you, a group of leaders that are extremely enthusiastic and powerful. They are. And I like you, I was just, when I'm around them, I mean, I can just feel the energy coming off that group. So I hope that they all are able to get to the East Coast Regional, because I think that the East Coast will really love being around them and meeting them and finding out some stuff. Because this group, they've been growing at a very fast rate. You know, you guys have seen me posting, congratulations, welcome, congratulations, welcome, congratulations. I mean, it's continuous every day. So all I can say is some of them are planning to take a plane, and that's cool. And some of us will be, of course, driving in a van or a bus or something. But, yeah, we don't want to take away from you guys' event in September, and that's why I'm trying to be careful about how I plan the Super Saturday. But I can tell you this, they are determined to get to the regional.
Well, good. Well, let's bring it back to Denise. We kind of gave her an update of what we're doing and why we're so excited about it. Pastor D, why don't you jump back in here?
Yeah, I don't want, Vicki, based on what you just said just a few seconds ago, and yes, on Facebook, you are constantly welcoming new business partners. And I wanted you to, to take these last few minutes, because the East Coast Regional is coming September 26th. I know people want to have new guests in the house, and that's going to be a good place to have your new prospects, because it's going to be great leaders, great synergy, training, the presentation about the product and the compensation. Everything's going to take place that day. So Vicki is every day welcoming new business partners to her team. So why don't you briefly, Vicki, just share what you're doing to get those new business partners just about every day, so people can be prepared to have all those new business partners for the next big event that's taking place in September.
Well, I think the key to it is teamwork. The group has been working as a team to do things, like expose people, the three-way calls. Denise does broadcasts for some of the members that want to bring people online. It's a lot of working. Most people just see the thank yous, and welcome to the team, congratulations. But here's the thing, behind the scenes, the team is working together, and we're on the phone. We're on the phone all the time. We're talking with people, we're talking to each other, planning events, planning exposures. So I think a lot of it is just the teamwork. But then also we have a motive. Our motive is, I love Nikisha's talk yesterday about motivation, because I feel like when you have a motive, if you have a goal, you're going to work harder. You're going to work, effectively and intelligently when you have a plan. But here's the thing, the plan is very simple. We intend to bring in as many customers as we possibly can each day. We intend to talk to people about the product. I mean, we talk about the business, and we, of course, are always looking for people who are, ready to build a business and change their lifestyle. But initially, we talk to people about changing their health. And so our goal every week is to get in as many customers. Now, what happens with that goal is, as soon as we start talking to somebody about being a customer and they start to see the teamwork and they start to see the enthusiasm, guess what? You're right. They decide, hey, wait a minute, maybe I want to be part of the team. So it's had a side effect. That goal has had a very good side effect. So.
Well, it's working. I think it's an excellent way to approach anyone when it comes to team efforts is their health, because people want to be healthy. I don't think you can take them right into, the business aspect without really being concerned about what's going on with them. And let's make sure we're helping you to get healthy, and we're getting questions for your concern, and we're getting you on the vitamin sprays that you need to take. And then as they get the results, it's like I was sharing with Pastor Jill and the team, when people find something that works, and they're committed to it. When you go to a store and you find a vitamin or you find something that works for you and you're getting results, you're not going to leave that. You're not going to turn away from that. I will forever be taking the vitamin sprays, until the day of Jesus. Why? Because they work. They kept me from needing a transplant. So people who deal with diabetes, if they're now all of a sudden taking something that has their A1C level and normal range, they're not going to turn away from that. So I think that is the perfect approach, is really just, being concerned. Paul Jackson always said people what is it he says? He said people don't really, what did he say, Pastor? People don't really know, care. What is it? He said you don't know how much you care, and they don't care how much you know unless they know how much you care.
There we go. And the funny thing about that, Denise, is it's so true. And if we didn't have such a powerful group of products, if we didn't have such sprays that worked without us, I mean, if we didn't have the testimonies, results, and the quality of product that we have, we could not lead with the product the way that we do. But we lead with the product because we know it works. And no matter what you say to somebody, it doesn't matter as much as how they feel after they start taking it. So
yeah, that's so true. So true. I love the fact that the broadcasts are taking place in Eastern doing broad. I love the teamwork. So you have some, and the phone calling. The phone calling is so vitally important for the growth of your team. That's something that the Smash team is doing. They come together. I think we talked about it last week, and they just have these. They get together in one room, and everybody's making calls to the prospect. So just think of the energy and the enthusiasm that's all under one roof. Everybody coming together in one room, and everybody's calling their prospect, like a phone-a-thon, and they're just setting appointments. Yeah. They're just setting up appointments. So there's so many wonderful things you can do to spread the word. And I guess it's just a thing of just doing it. You just do it. Just do it.
We talked about that. We talked about that, about how a lot of traditional companies do that. A lot of companies, I know that at one time when I was an insurance agent years ago, they had a phone bank call. It was like we'd all be in the same room making exposures at the same time because that causes synergy. A lot of companies do that. Yeah.
Well, I think that's something that would be great that will work for us because, when we get together, it's just so, like you said, it's just so much power. There's so much energy. People's belief level just go out of the roof. And so can you imagine being on the phone with someone, and you got all that excitement in your voice and all that joy and laughter, and people on the other end are thinking, wow, what are they so excited about? Yeah, put me down. I'll be there. And so that's the benefit of bringing everybody together in the same location to make the phone call together so you can feed off of one another's energy and enthusiasm. And that's something now our team's going to put into place real soon and just set up appointments.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, this is great energy. I'm telling you, we love it. And family, don't forget September 26th, Vicki, Soto, Denise, Orange, and White, Washington, all those great leaders that were in Cincinnati are coming to the East Coast Regional. You're going to want to be there because all the great leaders are going to be under one roof at one time. And the thing about these big events, and Vicki, you know yourself as well as Pastor Dale, you can't really captivate in a phone call what all took place. You just can't. You can't articulate. There's no way you can articulate what happened. You have to be there. And believe me, there's something there for you. Everybody walks away with something different. If there's no more than just seeing the love of the family, how everybody's working together, it could be the self-development. Maybe you got something out of that portion of it. Maybe your guest, was just wowed by what was shared about this place. You don't know what it is, but it's there. It's something supernatural that happens at the big event. You just have to take a positive risk and be there. It's what turned my life around when it comes to network marketing. I had someone who brought me in the business. She persuaded me to come to a big event for the very first time. And it literally just turned my life around. I will not regret this day for attending that big event. So you need to be there, family. Get there, and let's all try to come together September 26th at the Greentown Marriott. It is on the calendar, and we will be posting flyers and emails about that pretty soon. Vicki Soto, 2-star, 1-star, executive founding member, thank you so much for all that you do. Sure, you do so much for the team. We appreciate you greatly.
Oh, thank you. I love you guys. You know that, and I love being on this call. And I just got to say one thing real quick. First of all, thank you, Cincinnati, for doing such an awesome job of pulling together that event. But I want to also thank you, Pastor Denise and Pastor Dale, for, every day making this commitment to get, to the whole team, because it's all about the team. Teamwork is the dream work. So thank you so much.
Amen. Well, family, let's go out to Atlanta, Georgia, with one-star Dr. Kevin Vaughn with our quote for today. Kevin Vaughn, are you there, sir?
We have the best company and leaders on the planet. Good morning to you, Doc. How you doing, Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale, and Vicki Soto? How y'all doing today? Woo! Wow, what a great call. Woo! What an awesome call, guys. You're right, Vicki. These are the best. We have the best business call on the planet. I'm just excited about being a part of it as well. Guys, real quick update. I came back from Pensacola last week with my pastors. We're getting ready to open up that area with Shakina and Chris Day down there, and we got the excitement going. We got folks that are getting excited about coming to the East Coast Regional. You know, we're going to be doing something, either a van or a bus. The goal is to get a bus up there as soon as possible, so we're getting that all together. So we're excited about bringing that all together. Congratulations to all the events that just recently happened, guys. Vicki Soto, you guys are amazing. You guys are setting the pace, but that's what Mel and Amy Gill have been telling us all along, right? Just set that pace, and they will follow, guys. So what a great time of sharing. And one thing I want to tell everybody, guys, everybody listens, continue to network the planet. I just got off the phone with a doctor up in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. We're getting ready to open up that market real soon up there. We got a couple more. I got 3 more follow-ups today. But guys, continue to network, but also do that follow-up, guys. Get those appointments. I'm really getting big on appointments now, Vicki and Pastor, about appointments. Make sure you get those appointments, guys.
Yeah.
Tie it down to the actual time. You know, I got one at 2 o'clock today. I got 2 at 2 o'clock, one at 2 o'clock, and one at 1 o'clock today. So tie down those appointments, guys. Get those follow-ups done. You got to do it. You have to do it, guys. So don't let people waste your time, guys. Tell them, hey, I'm so busy. Matter of fact, my time, I just upped my time last week, guys. My time is so valuable now. I'm up to $5,000 an hour right now. Right now, $5,000 an hour. That's my time right now. So we're going to have to continue to work with people that want to hear what we do, guys, but keep it moving. Keep it moving. So, guys, stay excited and continue to follow our wonderful leaders, Pastor Dale, Pastor Nisa, and Vicki. Thank you so much for your leadership. Every time I get on a call, I'm just inspired and excited again. So we're going to keep it moving, guys. And as Mel and Amy Gill said, have fun doing it, right? Hey, real quickly, guys, our quotes for today. Got some quick 4 quotes for you. This is on excitement. I think we talked about that yesterday with Nikisha, and Vicki talked about it as well. But excitement is the key, guys. There is so much excitement going on in 10 right now, and people are wanting to know, what do you guys know? Also, too, real quickly, because I got another follow-up today. I want to tell you, actually next Monday, I've got a health store that's actually going to come into business and put the sprays in a health store. So, guys, please contact all your health stores in your area. Just go see them, guys, and ask them would they put a display up or even come into business. They're probably going to do one or the other. So, guys, look at that as well and talk to everybody that's in the health and wellness business, because they don't have this. They don't have the sprays like we do. So I'm really excited about that. Hey, our first quote is from Nicole Miller. She says, I always had this thirst for excitement. Like we do, guys. We had this thirst for excitement. We've had this since day one when we met Mel and Amy Gill with our sister company, My Video Talk. We were excited, man. We were so excited, Vicki. As you know, we just kept running, and everything was building and building and building. And that's what we're doing again in 10. I'm so excited about that. Hey, also, too, anonymous says, don't fear the excitement. Embrace it. Let it go and have more fun each and every day, guys. Hey, Gloria Steinem says, without leaps of imagination or dreaming, we lose the excitement of possibilities, guys. Keep that possibility going. Keep your imagination. Keep your dream alive, guys. Keep it moving. And Robert Kiyosaki lastly says, don't let the fear of losing be greater than the excitement of winning. That's why I don't want to miss these calls, guys. That's why I don't miss these events, because I don't want to lose nothing. I don't want to miss anything, because we have the excitement of winning, and we will win, Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale, and Vicki. We are going to win because we have the right business model, the right leadership through our wonderful company with Mel and Amy Gill and Mr. Gill and Robert and all the leadership from 10. We're just excited about what's happening. Guys, thank you so much for all you do for the Atlanta team. We fired up. We're going to keep it moving, keep it going, and we're excited. Back to you guys. Have a great day, everybody. Get busy. Get busy.
All right. Atlanta's on the move. Atlanta's on the move. You know, Kevin, I want to say that Shakina Day and Chris Day family will be here for the East Coast Regional. So, hey, don't forget Shakina's our biologist that comes on the call every Wednesday. Her and Chris Day, who play with the Green Bay Packers, they will be here for the East Coast Regional. So there's going to be a lot of great things happening that day. So I don't think you're going to want to miss that. I don't think you're going to want to miss that. Well, Pastor Dale, you have anything to say, Pastor Dale, before we close out?
Well, all I say, guys, is there's a lot of excitement, and we got the best product in the land and in the market. Out there, share as much as you can, because there's excitement that's going across the United States about these products, and we want as many people as possible using these products. Great call. Thank you so much. 1-star Vicki Soto for all of the efforts and the things that you do. KV, good to hear your voice, man. Thank you so much, and we're looking forward to tomorrow. It's going to be an amazing call tomorrow.
Yes, indeed. Vicki Soto, what's your closing remarks, lady?
Oh, family, let me just say, people are really open, so just start the conversation, just like Kevin says, make the appointment, start the conversation. We got a lot of territory to cover, so we need to do it every day.
Yeah, people are open. They want to get healthy, and they want to have energy, and they want to, like Monica said, they don't mind growing old. They just don't want to look it. That's our vitamin sprays. Our vitamin sprays that keep you looking young. Yes, they will. Well, it's been a great call. Thank you, everyone, for being here, listening and tuning in to some great information. More tools that you can add to your toolbox. Everyone's focused on the big event taking place September 26th, the East Coast Regional at the Greenbelt Marriott. If you need a room, if Denise Moore has not taken all the rooms, I suggest don't wait too late. And go ahead, reach out to Maureen Murphy-Smith, and she'll let you know if we have any more rooms left, or we have to maybe block off some more. So don't wait till the last minute to do that. Folks are coming in from out of town. And the rooms are a very good price. Boy, she got a really good price for those rooms. So call Maureen Murphy-Smith if you need the book of room at the Greenbelt Marriott. Her number is 703-989-6254. 703-989-6254. So book your room for the East Coast Regional. Family, let's not forget the Spanish call take place 9:10 a.m. this morning, the same number. Also join Mr. T, Show Me the Money call tonight, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here at the same number. And listen and hear more testimonies, more great stories of what's happening in Team Effort Network. And you know what you need to do, family? You need to get off this phone and get out there and go tell someone the great things that you're hearing and Team Effort Network. Tell them about that D-Power, the D-Boost, the Slim by 10, the Work with the Trim by 10. Tell them about that super, super, super 10. Wow. And then tell them about that still energy and watch your business just take off. Family, be back with us again tomorrow to hear more great things as we continue to press towards the 50 million mark here in Team Effort Network that will take place this year. Know that you are loved. You are greatly appreciated. God bless you all. Now get out there and have a blessed day on purpose.